Years to put a roach together. And so that's just one part of our regalia. And that's what we choose to call them. We don't call them costumes, because costumes are what you wear during Halloween when you're pretending to be something you're not. And we're not pretending to be anybody but ourselves. And so we don't refer to them as costumes, but instead we call them our regalia, our Indian clothes, our Indian outfits. Anything but a costume, because that's not what they are to us. But if you turn around on his back, straight dancers are defined by that long arter drag. And a long time ago, they say that drag was 10, 12 feet long. And these warriors would line up on the edge of the arena, and they would put an arrow or lance at the end of that otter trail there. And that 10 to 12 foot radius that warrior was to defend with his life if he had to. And so they knew that they mean business if they came across one of these warriors and had to do battle, hand-to-hand battle. A long time ago, they said they used to, if they had to, they would defend with their life. But the most humiliating thing a warrior could do to another warrior is go up to them, and they call it counting coup, where they have a stick and they touch them on top of their head. Instead of killing them, they humiliate them because they're hitting them on top of the head with a stick. Just enough to say, I could have killed you if I wanted to, but instead I want everybody to witness that I'm humiliating you. And that's kind of how they dealt with things a long time ago. And so these warriors, as they dance, they tell that story. Maybe they're looking for the tracks of their enemy. Maybe they're looking for tracks of prey, a big game, deer, elk, something they can bring back to provide for their people. And so without further ado, we're going to let him tell his story. This is known as our Men's Southern Straight Dance. All right, how about a big round of applause for our Men's Southern Straight Dance. We're going to move on to our Northern Plains warrior. We're going to invite Mr. Comanche John Keel out here to the front of the dance arena. And just like our Southern Plains warrior, this represents our Northern Plains warrior. You know, these men, these traditional dancers, they're the ones that are highly regarded to the ones that have the single eagle bustle they wear on their back. If you can turn around, reach it down and show them your eagle bustle. These traditional dancers, they will have that eagle bustle, the one single eagle bustle, and they're held to such a high regard. A long time ago, our warriors used to have to earn their feathers by a great feat, doing something and defeating the enemy, going out and stealing 10, 15, 20 horses. There's a lot of different things they could do, but they would earn those feathers. They would create their bustle. They would create their war bonnet. And so these men, they tell a story, just like our Southern Straight Brothers. These Northern traditional, they tell a story as well. He's going to be doing battle with his enemy. One thing they say about these Northern traditional dancers is that they never turn a complete circle. They may turn halfway around or 3/4 of the way around, but they always turn back around the other way. And they say that's because you never turn your back on your enemy. A long time ago, before European contact and before we had contact with guns, firearms, we didn't understand them. We know that we would hear a big loud bang and that one of our warriors would fall. And sometimes he would die, and we didn't understand that, but we began to learn that what that noise, that loud gunshot, what that meant. And so to prepare our warriors, they created a song that these warriors would dance to prepare them for a battle. It's called the Duck and Dive. And the reason behind this is you're going to hear a loud drum beat, and it's going to get real loud, and you're going to hear it's going to sound like a gunshot. And these warriors, when they hear that, they're supposed to duck. And that next time they hear that gunshot, they're supposed to dive. They're supposed to dodge these bullets in preparation of these warriors preparing for battle with gunfire and things that we didn't know much about. Over time, we began to acquire these things. But at first, we didn't understand it, and this is how we prepared our warriors. So without further ado, we're going to let our northern traditional warrior tell his story with a song known as the Duck and Dive. All right, big round of applause for our men's Northern Traditional. At this time, we're going to invite our men's grass dance